Oh, right, well, grey bags and my black writing over them. It doesn't work very well. So, I'm not sure what this one is. Let's find out together. Better be careful, there's something in it. Probably don't want to cut through it. Ah, yeah. Jesus. Hopefully it's all there and intact. It is the Modelux Isabella building, which I better go through now so open just in case. I won that on an auction. It was the last of the 3 office block type buildings he does. I think there's something there. Hopefully it's not broke off or anything. Better check that off cam. So this one is an Aliexpress. What's in what, I'm not sure. Okay, yeah. Right, so we have, this was one of the bundle things, you know, where you have to pick a minimum of 3 items to get free postage. So I got 104 little grass tufts, which can go in gardens, or I think they look a little bit too neat to be wild. But those randomly stick anywhere. I got another little bag of those cut leaves to make it look like, you know, autumn time leaves that fell off the tree. This is another Aliexpress Valley. It was a week apart. I think this was another bundle job. Can't remember what's in this one. Some DC fittings, I think. Some feet adjusters, I think is in here. So I'm trying to avoid leg design in the build of the actual layout, but doubtless there will have to be some for the helix and whatnot. So I ordered these as a first try. They're M10, so they're a good size, and they will sit on the edge with a bracket underneath any legs and then have an adjustable foot. Would have been nice if they'd have put a hex on there or adjust them with a spanner, but they have got an Allen key fitting in the top so that you can adjust them when they're under a bit of weight. There's a pack of them. I think they were about £9. Not cheap, but not expensive, I guess, compared to, I think they were about £12.15 on Amazon. So it was still a bit of a win. And this is a little motor. Which was £3 with a counterweight on it and a worm drive. Probably a bit small for 00. I thought, well, that might come in useful for something. £3 up and put it in the parts bin. It's not going to break the bank. And this is some DC plugs to replace the 2 12-volt transformers I bought that have got computer type DC plugs which are a different profile and don't fit general stuff. I think these are 5.5mm. So hopefully they will retrofit, and anything else that might be useful. So I can use them DC supplies for Merg projects and other bits on the board. I have got some others, but they're buried away somewhere, so again, there's something that's handy to have if you're just quickly codging something up as a test test rig or something and you need a DC jack plug and socket, so they were required also. I'll leave them in there. There was another package which came up over the weekend that I ordered with Jadlam having a new website, and if anyone from Jadlam's watching, you still haven't migrated people's points over. Anyway, I've gained a few new points. They sent out a 10% discount offer, so there was a couple of kits from the Walthers range that they still had in stock, because a lot of companies don't seem to be pulling the American stuff over now. But there's been delays with the tariff things and that, I don't know. But yeah, there was a couple of kits. One I did want, I missed a brand new kit on eBay that hadn't been used and went for I think about £28. I missed it, so you know, the opportunity's not going to be there again. It's purely random. Which was the George Roberts printing works. You can use it as a background kit or whatever. And there was another one which I've hummed and hawed over for some time. It's quite expensive. It's generally over £100. I did have it on my wish list on Model Barn Shoplifter, as it was about the same price as Rails of Sheffield. So it's sort of like, you know, when Rails of Sheffield do their lovely generous 5% every month, or get it from Germany, but obviously that doesn't leave you a lot of room for anything else at the £125 limit for tax over here. So I thought, what else have we got? Some DPM bits. I had DPM bits on offer, so that you can expand kits. And that's it. And as you've just seen, I'll check them off in a little while, I went for the Valley cement kit, which is quite a big footprint and quite a lot of money. It worked out with a discount, the cheapest it is can be had. And I thought, normally the pricier kits is sort of like something I put on the old Christmas and birthday list. So as some of you know that we're at Getz, I've bought it and informed the wife this is what she's buying me for Christmas. So hopefully I can incorporate it somewhere. I have an idea, not going to say what and how yet, because it may well not work, it may not come into fruition. But having looked at obviously Key Model World, Hornby Mag have a variation of this which they've had for some years and they've given it a revamp. I could see it, I could visualise it in, you know, real world terms as to how big it was, and it doesn't take up as much room as I thought. Luckily with Walthers kits, they do come with the footprint, depending on obviously how you lay it out. And you can go on their website if you've got the earlier kits that didn't have it on. I think they do it on the instructions, but you know, you can always cut a piece out and mock them up, sort of thing. Which is one of the I did go and see Peter Lunn, the Pico track designing guy who does pieces for Hornby Mag, and got a slot with him and explained to him my vision. And we had a little chat about it. It was just nice to get someone who knows his onions, as it were, and get his opinion on what I should look at and how I should approach things, or, you know, give me options. We didn't do any track plans or anything like that. I think it would be far too complex to try and get a free half-hour slot and tell him how. You know, I've got ideas, but we were on the same page more or less, I think, so that was good. And he did say if I'm, you know, progressing next year to book a double slot and have a chat with him. But, you know, I'll cover some of that as we get further down the road with the build. It's grey bag time. Can only mean Aliexpress. Been there, well, turned up within a week, which is quicker than some eBay sellers. It's about all that's inbound. I've made a couple of other purchases, but nothing will come up this week. So well, we got one of these self-sealed bags that you can't get into, even though they got I don't perspire from my fingers, so I can never grip these things. Great fun at the supermarket checkout. So we've got cable ties. And a pack of those. Now I thought I ordered two. One moment. Oh no, I ordered 100-piece set. It doesn't look like there's 100 in there, but I could be wrong. Black 150 kit. Anyway, they were £1.60 for these little self-adhesive cable tags. So you stick these underside past the cable tie, or ziplock as the Americans call them, through and secure. Now, yeah, they have still got two small holes in them for tacks or small screws. I did 3D print some of these. They are admittedly quite a bit bigger than these, but they took an awfully long while to print for what they are and for what these cost. And you got these little cheap and cheerful cable ties with them. It's not worth me 3D printing them. I've got some larger Scotch adhesive ones for cable management under boards and things, so yeah, it's a case of they're easier. It says 150 black on there. The option was 50 pieces, 100 pieces or 150. There ain't 150 in there, I'm pretty sure. Maybe that'll be the get out of jail. Oh no, it's 150 cable ties, but you only get 50 fittings. So we all seem to be on these little resealable bags now. So the other one was these little paint cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, yeah, so that's right. They were cheap as chips, £2.40. There were some that were £2 and you only got 10, so they're just handy for little chemical mixers and things. And I got another plug adapter for a 2-pin or a British plug, as I used the other one up, so it's always handy to have a spare one, because invariably something will turn up with a 2-pin European US plug on it, and they don't fit these. So that's it. So time for me to count these, I guess.